a 4-year-old boy suddenly asked his mom a shocking question.
You had a baby die in your tummy, didn't you?
His mom's heart skipped a beat, because the secret he mentioned was something only she and her husband knew. There was never a third person involved, so she decided to ask her son for more details.
She told me she died in your tummy.
By now, the mother's eyes had already turned red. She continued to press him.
What does she look like?
Like Cassie, but a little smaller, and hair like yours. In heaven, this girl came up to me, and she wouldn't stop hugging me.
Tears started streaming down her face. It reminded her of the child she lost 10 years ago, a child who never got the chance to be born. A few days ago, Colton had gone through a serious illness. After being discharged, his behavior started to seem a little off. It was like he knew things he shouldn't, and he often said strange things in front of his sister.
Is something wrong with Colton?
Why do you say that?
He says Jesus has a horse.
Todd, a pastor and Colton's father, became very curious.
How do you know about this horse?
Because I saw him in heaven.
After listening to Colton, Todd figured it was probably just a child's imagination. The next day, Todd brought Colton to a friend's funeral. After the ceremony, Colton asked his father a question.
You had a grandpa named Pop, right?
That's right.
Was he your daddy's daddy or your mommy's daddy?
He was my mom's dad. He died when I was about your age.
He's very nice.
You saw Pop? You saw my grandfather? You saw him. Where did you see him?
In heaven?
Looking at his son's innocent face, Todd was stunned. He didn't believe a 4-year-old could lie like that. To be sure, he took out a photo of his grandfather and asked Colton if that was who he saw. But Colton shook his head. He said the man he saw in heaven wasn't wearing glasses, because nobody in heaven needs them. That gave Todd a new thought. He rushed to the storage room, dug out a dusty old box, and after some searching, finally found a photo of his grandfather when he was young. He eagerly showed it to his son.
That's him. That's Pop.
When he heard Colton's answer, Todd was speechless, because if heaven really existed, then it would change everything he believed about the world. Still, he couldn't help but ask his son for more details about the trip to heaven. Colton said that while he was lying on the operating table, his mind began to fade, but it felt like an invisible force slowly lifted him up. During that time, he could clearly see the doctors trying to save him. He saw his mom crying as she made phone calls, and his dad sitting alone in the waiting room, kicking over a chair in frustration. Then suddenly, he was in heaven, a place filled with clouds and pure white light. He saw countless glowing stars coming toward him, and when he looked closer, he realized they were actually angels with wings. They were singing beautiful songs not far away. After listening for a bit, Colton innocently asked,
Can we sing We Will Rock You?
but the angels didn't answer. They just laughed sweetly at him. Then Jesus, dressed in white robes, came walking toward him.
Colton, you know who I am?